YouTube any second.
Oh, yep, we're live.
And so I don't need to look at that other monitor, but I need to hide that door behind me. So we want to welcome you.
Yeah, welcome.
What is today? I don't even know the date. Is it the 12th?
It is the 12th, March 12th.
Mm-hmm. And so we just want to apologize that the Mike and Bob show has not been on for 2 or 3 weeks because we've been busy or sidetracked. I have been in Utah with doTERRA Leadership Retreat. Michael was at home in Oklahoma watching leadership from afar, but such great goodness from doTERRA. So I am Bobbi from Nevada, Missouri.
And I am Michael, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
And we are friends because we are linked together with doTERRA Essential Oils, which is the largest essential oil company in the world. And they are doing fabulous things around the world. And I have to say, I got my picture taken with Dr. Hill last week in Nashville, which was kind of fun. But let's see. Can you explain why we love natural solutions? What are the 3 cool things about them?
Well, the 3 cool things about essential oils is that they're safe, and they're effective, and they're affordable. So they're safe because what's in the bottle is what's in the bottle. doTERRA will not give us a product if it's got any fillers or anything in it that's not supposed to be. So a bottle of peppermint is a bottle of peppermint. Nothing added or taken away. They're effective because as a cell membrane, the bacteria resides around it because it's water-based, so you can take an antibiotic. Well, when you're sick and you have a virus, it's inside the cell. Well, our essential oils can penetrate that cellular membrane and attack the virus within inside. So that's how it's effective. It can address both bacterial and virus. So,
well, and
they're.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, go, Bobbi.
No, you finish and then I'll go forward.
Okay. So they're safe, they're effective, and they're affordable because when you use them, you're only using a drop or 2 at a time, for whatever reason you're using it, and they're just then you break up the bottle that's at 250 drops, and then it's just pennies per drop, for 250 for a big bottle. Yeah.
So, for instance, lemon is maybe 6 cents a drop.
Yeah.
Compared to frankincense might be 28 cents a drop, and I don't have that on my brain right away. But oh my gosh, now I'm going to forget what I was going to say. Pennies per drop. An example is in the middle of the night, you've got a child or grandchild that wakes up with indigestion or fever or earache. You have natural solutions in your medicine cabinet or drawer or backpack to get out a drop of lavender and a drop of melaleuca blended together around the ear down the jawline. And you simply can do that every hour if needed. You can't overdo with essential oils, but you've got to remember, 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 tea bags. So less is more often. Different than a prescription you may have or an over-the-counter medication that says take 1 every 12 hours. But you don't know what it's doing to your organs. And so having natural solutions in your drawer is a good thing. So, yeah. So doTERRA is all over the world, and we can't say enough about them. So one thing that I want to talk about, Michael, what are some of the new things? doTERRA has a Mother's Day product and a Father's Day product, and every holiday they come up with a new product. But right now, we want to talk about the new Metapwr Recharge.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the electrolytes is what it is. It's nice. It comes in like a little packet. You shake it up to activate it. Squeeze it in your cup of water. I think it's about 16 ounces, what they say. And then stir her up. If you want to cut the top off, there's some hacks and things to make sure you get all the stuff out. But it's comes in lemon, lime, and strawberry. I personally have not tried the lemon lime, but I've had the strawberry and I enjoy it. It's delicious.
And I like the lemon lime.
I'll have to try it, but I just have a bad taste for lemon lime things. So
okay,
I'll have to give it a whirl.
I want to tell people a little bit about it. People are always into electrolytes, especially people that work out or are in a lot of sports. And so the primary benefits of an electrolyte is to improve cellular hydration. It facilitates water transporting between the cells, and it provides balance ratios of 6 electrolytes. We're talking doTERRA. It includes over 80 deep ocean minerals. Somebody asked me today when we were working out this morning, does it have sugar in it? No. It's free from GMOs, gluten, dairy, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. So I just want to say water makes up over 2/3 of a healthy human body. It lubricates the joints, the eyes, it aids in digestion, it flushes out waste and toxins, and it keeps the skin healthy. Dehydration occurs when the normal water content in the body is reduced. This upsets the balance of the salts and sugars in the body, which affects the way it functions. Staying hydrated is a simple but important way to keep your body functioning at its best. Almost 75% of us are dehydrated and lacking daily nutrient balance of key electrolytes to keep cells charged and energized. Hydration is a key to the healthy metabolism, and healthy cells cannot produce energy without it. Electrolytes are essential for various bodily functions like maintaining product muscle and nerve function and regulating your body's fluid balance. When you read about that and you think the many people that are being institutionalized or putting in facilities because of Alzheimer's and dementia and different brain issues, does it have anything to do with hydration? And I would say yes. And so check out the doTERRA Metapwr Recharge and reach out to Micheal or I or anybody that has introduced you to doTERRA, because you want to be connected. You can get a free membership with just getting the recharge. And you're always going to get wholesale prices. So that is one special thing about doTERRA. The other, oh my gosh. The other product, Micheal, which is our Metapwr, which this recharge is part of Metapwr now, Mito 2 Max. Can you tell us anything about that? I kind of caught you off guard.
You did catch me off guard because it's not a product that I take all the time.
And I take 2 a day.
Yeah, I used to take them all the time, but for energy or whatnot to kind of keep me going. But then when Metapwr came out with the Advantage and that line, I kind of quit taking my Mito 2 Max. But go ahead. Maybe you might have more of a testimony for it.
Well, okay, so go backwards. Let's go to Advantage. What is this Advantage that you're taking?
Okay, the Advantage is the collagen of Metapwr, and it has 9 different forms of collagen in it. And for me, it gives me more energy boost to kind of keep me going. For others, they've received it in different forms because it helps with your metabolism is what it targets. And
it is a little packet with powder, different than the Electrolyte Recharge. But the Metapwr Advantage is a collagen unlike any other you get anywhere. Because if you know doTERRA, they do the best of the best. But you pour it in just 4 ounces of water, and you can add a drop of lemon or grapefruit or something, but you want to drink it within like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Now we have 2 flavors. My personal favorite's the pomegranate cherry that just came out. But
okay, I tried that. I have a box in the kitchen.
I say go for it, Bobby. It's rock
Oh.
sure, but
So was it kind of a teaser and a sampler? Are we supposed to respond about the new flavor, pomegranate?
I don't know. But I would definitely, if you like it, I would definitely say something. So
Yeah. Okay. And so many people that might be watching us today don't know anything about doTERRA or essential oils. And I have to tell the story when I was in Nashville a week or so ago. Dr. Hill was chief medical officer. He turned over that position to Dr. Osgothorpe, but Dr. Hill was roaming through on his way to a restaurant at the Gaylord Opera Hotel that we were at. And there was a couple there that had driven several hours to come to Nashville to go to a couple concerts. Wouldn't you know, that's what they do. And they said to me as I was coming out of a boutique, who is this guy? Everybody wants to take their picture with him and like shake his hand. Is he famous or something? So I had to say, Dr. David Hill, yes, is one of the owners of doTERRA. And yes, he knows his science, he knows his stuff. And so everybody wanted to get their picture with him. And I did also before he went into the restaurant. But there was a woman with us that was having some issues. And she literally stopped him and said, can I ask you a question? And he took the time to stand there while his wife was waiting, or the group of people, whoever in the restaurant, to answer her questions. This is how special doTERRA is. These are real people and they know their stuff. And as
yeah,
Dr. Hill said, if essential oils did not work, we would not have a company. So when people question a drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 tea bags and it has an effect on our cells, our oxygenation, our heartburn, our indigestion, a fever, it's as simple as adding a drop of essential oil to your hand, breathing it in, because they are all you're able to inhale all of them. Many of them you can ingest. Tell us, Micheal, how do you know?
on the bottle of the essential oil, it will say supplement. And it'll have the supplemental facts on the side of a bottle if you are allowed to ingest it. If it does not, which bergamot is, and it says it right there, essential oil supplement. Copaiba is as well, and it'll say the supplement facts. And if it does not, it'll say essential oil blend or something like that, and it will not have the supplemental facts on there. So that's how you can tell.
I know that many of our essential oils, and I would say a large percentage of them, are ingestible, cookable. Is that a word? Cookable?
Cookable, yeah.
I don't know if that's a word. But anyway, like a drop of peppermint in your frosting and your brownies, even though we know they're not healthy, or lemon in your lemon bars. Lemon and tangerine are super in your water. Any of your citrus oils are great detoxifiers because they get rid of toxins in your body. So tangerine is very high in limonene and one of the best. But we've got green mandarin, red mandarin, yellow mandarin, I don't know, all sorts of citruses that are great to put in your water. And some people will say, well, how do you know if you're using too many drops? Dr. Hill will reiterate, you can do up to 24 drops of lemon in a day. So if you think half your body weight in water, add it, add it, add it. I had a gal in yesterday, Micheal, that was asking for cinnamon powder.
Hmm.
I said, well, I've never heard of
Yeah.
it. Let me Google it. There's no such thing as cinnamon powder that I could find. It landed on the spice. And she was trying to make a tincture for her husband with honey and cinnamon and a couple other things. And I said, cinnamon oil would be best. And it comes in a 5 ml bottle. And she was questioning, well, I don't know about taking that internally. And I said, remember, essential oils are from trees, plants, barks, leaves. God created these for us to use. Remember, food is medicine and food comes from plants. So oftentimes I ask people, do you ever stand in front of the produce section and look at the celery or the carrots or the Brussels sprouts and go, well, I don't know if I should eat those because it might interact with something I'm taking, blah, blah, blah. Remember, plants are medicine, plants are food. We need to be using them. And so it's much better to eat a Brussels sprout or a drop of cinnamon or a drop of oil than a Dorito or a Mountain Dew. So
Even though
let's
they
see.
sound very good.
So Sister Julie was talking. She loves to take spritzer water and add her Restore and maybe some tangerine to it. Or even if you don't add your Restore to it, add tangerine. And so tangerine, again, is very high in limonene, and Dr. Hill highly recommends tangerine, copaiba, Siberian fir, frankincense, many, many, many things. So, yeah. So I didn't check to see what time we started gabbing, but we could gab all day long. And I don't know if any of you have listened to me. I'm on KNEM a couple times a week at 1 o'clock on 97 FM, I don't know, country radio station. We talk about numerous things and various things, kind of like we do on this Mike and Bob show, which we normally do at noon on Tuesday. We are so sorry that we're later in the day. But Michael, what happens in 2 hours?
We have class tonight at 7:30 Central Standard Time. And it's on Zoom.
It's on Zoom. So anybody can come all over the world. I suppose if you're in Blum, it's a different time of day. But yes, it is super cool. And we've got lots of fantastic teachers.
Yeah. So it's Zoom room number 721-372-1023. Dial in. And someone will be teaching tonight. I'm not sure who's teaching, but it's fabulous. It's what we call our continuing education classes. It's a 7-week course. We will dive into different topics and about essential oils, and protocols and whatnot and products that we have. So
Michael said 7-week course. It's actually an 8-week course. And anybody that attends all 8 weeks and fills out a form at the end of every week, you get a free recipe book valued at $25. So it's a pretty cool thing. And then, so we also have to mention, when we were at leadership, we learned about 2 new kits, and doTERRA should not scare anybody. They are a health and wellness company. We've got what? Dish soap, laundry soap, mouthwash, toothpaste, skincare, hair care. You do not need to buy anything at the store. You should want to get rid of toxins in your home. Get yourself a doTERRA and just order. You can order every day, every week, every month, whenever you want. You can order what you need, what your family needs, because it is a health and wellness company. But the 2 new kits, can you tell us about those? I'm getting you on the spot again.
No, Bobby, you're gonna have to.
Okay, so they are called Recent Your Home. One of them, how everybody talks about these plug-ins, and when I get to church and somebody has plugged in something in a bathroom, I throw it in the trash can or I hide it. But we've got new kits called Recent Your Home. They come with 2 wall plug-ins. You screw your oils into the plug-in, tip it upside down, plug it in the wall, and Dana Moore says they last about 8 weeks. Somebody was asking, how long does your bottle last? Probably depends on how often somebody walks through or by or whatever. But they're called Recent Your Home, and you can select either citrus oils or woodsy oils.
Yeah.
And so it's a great kit to get started with if you're one of those that loves to plug things in. And I just want to mention, if you haven't been around doTERRA or essential oils, Lauren Bush is a nurse by trade, and she told her story years ago about, she has 9 children, and she was talking about how one of them was having some respiratory issues, and the doctor wanted him to go on some major medications or maybe even have surgery. And a friend had offered her a drop of Breathe blend. She goes, "No, I'm a nurse. I don't need to try that stuff." Well, then after a few weeks or months, she said, maybe I should check out this natural stuff. That saved her daughter. And so Lauren has quite a story, and you can find it on YouTube, which leads me to back to Lauren. She was one of those, she went to work, she came home, when she washed her sheets, she put talcum powder on the mattresses and like fluffed them to get all that powder through, not realizing that she was killing her children, or plugging in the candles into the walls. Anything that has the word fragrance on it is not good for you, internally, emotionally, physically, all the way around. So, you know, if you're using things like on your hair or face or in your laundry or dryer sheets, get rid of all that stuff and use a natural alternative. And it is not expensive to do. We've gotten a Boat all-purpose cleaner and an On Guard all-purpose cleaner, and they're like less. A Boat is like $8 a bottle, On Guard's 14, but it makes 16 bottles of cleaner. So what do you mean it's expensive? It's less than $1 a bottle, you know? Yeah. So anyway, I could go on and on and on, and I won't. Michael wants to tell us something.
No, you're good. I will just second Bobby. I highly recommend YouTubing, like searching Lauren Bush's testimony. Because if you listen to her give it, it's powerful. It's
Yeah,
one of
it
the
really
first
is.
I ran into when I first started with doTERRA, and it changed my mindset with essential oils. So,
And we could probably, now I'm on 2 videos and I really don't know how to handle this, but we could probably add that link to this YouTube video. I keep going back and forth. This is going to be a funny one when somebody watches it, but you know, people will say, go to the link below. And I don't know if I
yeah,
know how to do that,
how to
but
do
go
that. Yeah.
to the link below. Michael, what is your website?
My website is mydoterra.com/Michael Walters. And my
And mine
name,
is yeah.
and say my name is spelled Micheal for Michael.
And mine, of course, is doTERRA.com, Bobbi Ogle, or if anybody else introduced you to doTERRA, normally you can just stick their name in. But we want to say Monday night workshop on Zoom, 721-372-1023. Tuesdays, 8-week series of continuing education. Monday is really for people that really don't know anything about doTERRA and essential oils and want to live a healthier lifestyle. We have fabulous vitamins, Metapwr, reverse your aging, all sorts of stuff. All sorts of science came out at in Nashville about our sleep system. If you've got sleep issues, reach out to us because we've got a soft gel. You take 30 minutes before you retire, a balm, roll it down your feet and down your spine, on your hands if you want, on the top of your brain, whatever, and then an oil that you can put in a diffuser. And there is science that shows that it increases our brain lifespan of 4 years. So check out Serenity Sleep System. Get a hold of one of us. Join us for class tonight, 7:30, Monday night, 7:30, and you'll be surprised what you learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good stuff. So again, if you've got anybody in your family that has issues, physically, mentally, emotionally, that's mentally, you know, spiritually, financially, we do have a finance class also once a month, and we would love to help you out. So yeah.
Oh.
Michael had the day off today. Do you have to go to work tomorrow?
Yeah. I do.
Okay, I do too. We will both be working all day tomorrow. So thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Okay, I have got to figure out how to close this. Hang on, Diane. Michael and I just finished a YouTube